Welcome back. You have reached the pull-up progression portion of this tutorial video. And push-ups. What am I thinking? Push-ups. Okay, we're gonna be doing push-ups. Pushing up requires front upper body musculature. Okay, we got the pectorals, we have the shoulders, and we need some kind of object to push off. Make sure the object is sturdy. It's not something that'll fall down when you're pushing off of it. And the push-up progression, we're looking to have our hands just outside the shoulders and keeping our elbows close to our body. What this is going to do is going to keep our shoulder in a nice tight torqued position. All right, if we have our elbows coming out too far, we have a lot more play in that shoulder. Okay, this shoulder is a ball and socket joint. All right, so meaning it can move on its own. So the closer we get our elbows to our body, the less movement we're going to have. Okay, the less play we'll have in that shoulder, and the tighter it'll be. So we're going to get our hands a little wider than shoulder width on this little wall here. This could be a normal wall, but I'm just going to use this for all purposes here. And we're going to get into a nice plank position. Okay, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles lined up. You want to stay up on your toes and lower your chest to the object. Okay, so I'm keeping the elbows close, keeping the shoulder blades squeezed back in together, and pressing off and keeping the shoulder back in the socket. Okay, so what you want to avoid doing is pushing off and then pushing the shoulders through. No, okay, keep the shoulders back, extend the arms, and keep that shoulder back in the socket to keep it nice and tight. All right, you don't want to dislocate the shoulder under load. So this can be applied to lots of different objects, lots of different heights. All right, so you got to find the height that's going to work for you today. All right, so now I'm going to use the lower box. Same thing, hands just a little wider than shoulder width. I'm going to keep the elbows close, keep a nice tight plank. I'm squeezing my core, squeezing my hips, squeezing my legs, lowering the chest of the box, pressing through, keeping the shoulders back, locking the arms out. All right, and we can just continue further. All right, we can go to something of a lower object and do the same thing. All right, awesome, super pump. Until we finally get to the floor. Okay, when we get to the floor, there are a few progressions you can do before actually getting the push-up. One of those would be a push-up negative, just like a handstand push-up negative. We start in a plank, we lower ourselves under control, touch the ground, we can drop our knees here, push back up, straighten our legs, and do another negative. Okay, lowering ourselves under control is going to load our shoulders, and this is going to put the highest load we can do with our body weight compared to the box. All right. Now, if you just can't do a push-up, but you can do a negative, and the negative feels too easy, you could actually do a negative with your feet on an object. Okay. This will give you a tougher push-up negative from the start, so we'll lower ourselves down. It's going to be a little tougher, and then we can return back to that plank. All right, having our feet a little higher is going to put more pressure on our shoulder. We can develop more strength than we would if we were having our feet flat on the ground. And then finally, okay, we have our push-up. Keeping a nice tight plank. Okay, we're going to lower our chest to the ground, push up, lock the arms out, keeping our shoulders back. Okay, remember, we want to keep that shoulder back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We do not want to be hyperextending at the top. We don't want to dislocate that shoulder.